Authentic German recipes, beer soup, a forgotten treasure. As many of you surely know, we Germans are very devoted to our beer. Especially in Bavaria, where I come from. Beer is not just some drink for us. It is regarded as food. We even have made laws in relation to beer, like the German purity law or the even stricter Bavarian purity law, which go back as far as the 15th century and are still intact to this day. Up until the 19th century, beer actually really was commonly used as food, by using it as the main ingredient for a nutritious soup. The so-called, you guessed it, beer soup. Beer soup was most common in the rural population, but was also popular with the nobility, especially. And now hold on to the chair you are sitting on as a breakfast. Of course it seems strange to us to eat such a thing as beer soup for breakfast, but for the people back then it made sense to eat something nutritious and strengthening in the morning before a hard day's work on a farm, or in the case of the nobility, an exhausting day of playing blind man's buff with some giggling ladies, or whatever else they did all day. Only when coffee became more widespread in Germany, people switched to the to us more familiar breakfast customs of eating bread and drinking coffee, as they appreciated its vitalizing effect. Today beer soup is rarely ever on anyone's menu anymore, which is an awful pity, as it is delicious, and I think you and I should change that. That is why I would like to share this recipe for beer soup with you. Try it out. It is not too much work and, in my opinion, well worth the effort. An old German recipe book from the 19th century says the following: roughly translated: cut 4 to 6 slices of stale bread into small pieces and place it into a saucepan with 2 bottles of brown beer and 1 teaspoon of caraway seeds. Cover and boil until the bread is soft without stirring too much. Then put a piece of butter into the soup, season with sugar and salt, and let boil up one more time. I'd say we better go for a more modern version as follows. Ingredients: 1 1/2 tbs. Flour 3 1/2 tbs. Butter 4 cups. Beer 2 egg yolks 1/2 cup. Milk 1 small piece of cinnamon. Sugar to taste. Toasted white bread. Brown the flour in the butter, then add beer. Add cinnamon and sugar and bring to a boil. Whisk together the egg yolk and milk and stir into the hot but no longer boiled. Authentic German recipes, beer soup, a forgotten treasure. As many of you surely know, we Germans are very devoted to our beer. Especially in Bavaria, where I come from. Beer is not just some drink for us. It is regarded as food. We even have made laws in relation to beer, like the German purity law or the